Everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica. In today's video, we're going to be doing another Foundation Friday. And if you like Foundation Friday videos, you like foundation reviews, get readies with me, and unboxing videos, please hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. And at any time throughout the video, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please hit that like button. And I always appreciate comments as well. So today we're going to be doing the Zoeva Authentik Skin Natural Luminous Foundation. I believe I'm not too far behind on this one. I think it came out in late August, early September, something like that. I did pick it up in the shade 030N Ambition. It's the lightest shade that had a neutral undertone, I think, except for like the very lightest, like the 10, which looked way too pale for my skin tone. So I went with 30 because I think 20 had a cool undertone. And I used to buy like all my foundations with cool undertones, but not anymore. I really do stick to neutral undertones when I can find them. So went ahead and pulled it out of the box. It's maybe gonna match, we'll see. Before I turn the camera on, I did spray my face down with the Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist. I also used the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer as my primer today. I use those in pretty much all of my foundation reviews. Pretty soon I'm gonna run out of the Tatcha and I'm not gonna be able to use that anymore. So I'm gonna have to find another primer. I have a couple in mind that I'm gonna be trying to use. I'm also gonna be using a brush and a sponge today to see what the difference is in application. I'm gonna use the brush. This is the IT brushes for Ulta Love is the foundation brush on the right side of my face, and I'm going to be using this, I believe it's a L'Oreal sponge, on the left side of my face. So we're going to go ahead and shake this up, and it is a pump. There it goes. All right, so you know, it says that it's neutral, but it's not. It doesn't look like it has a neutral undertone. I'm going to start with the brush on the right side of my face, and I haven't watched any other reviews for this. I saw that Taylor Wynn, she used to be the Taylor, did a review just a few weeks ago, and I didn't watch her video. I almost clicked on it. I was like, no, I'm going to be doing my own review here in a little bit. I will come back and watch that when I get my review done. So I didn't want to, you know, color the water, so to speak, on the review and potentially already have, you know, some sort of idea of what it was that I would be looking at. Also, one other thing I want to rant about real quick, because you're seeing this video on November 22nd, I believe. Today's the 20th, so I'm only recording it a couple of days in advance. I usually record my foundation reviews at least a week to 2 weeks early, but I'm a little behind this week. So you're seeing it only a couple of days afterwards. As of today, Wednesday the 20th, I still have not received my Allure Beauty box. And I'm mad about it because on the 9th of November, I got an email with tracking information. And as of today, it says that USPS is still awaiting the box. I sent Allure an email on the 18th, 2 days ago. I'm going to go in with a sponge. I still have some on the back of my hand. And I have not gotten a response yet. Now, I did send it in the evening on the 18th. It is the morning of the 20th. I'll let you know what time it is here in just a couple minutes. But I still have not gotten a response yet. If I don't get something by this afternoon, I'm going to call their 800 number because I want to know where my box is, gosh darn it. Because they already charged me weeks ago. And they haven't sent it yet, and a lot of people are starting to put up their review videos, so I want to know where my box is and why it actually hasn't gotten to the post office in 11 days after they said they were going to ship it. Okay, that took literally 3 pumps for my entire face, which I'm actually really impressed with. Usually I have to use significantly more foundation. I am going over my nose with the sponge because my nose is a problem area as far as foundation sitting on my nose, and I'm trying to make sure that it is sitting. I will say that the coverage looks pretty similar on both sides of my face. I believe I got a little bit more coverage with the brush than with the sponge. That is typical because the sponge does, you know, give a little bit more moisture to the foundation. So yeah, I'm going to go over the rest of my face with the sponge just because, yeah, I like the way that a sponge typically will, you know, leave the finish. When I'm not filming, or even when I'm not filming a foundation review, typically all I ever use is a brush because I'm lazy, and I don't have a bathroom near this room, so I have no access to water close. I have to go down a set of stairs, and yeah. Anyway, I don't typically use a sponge when I'm putting makeup on. Okay, let's say very first impression, initial impression. I am liking this so far. I like the way it sits on my skin. I think the color actually turned out being just fine. It's actually looking very natural, which is the way I like my foundation to look. So I'm actually kind of excited for the rest of the day. I hope it continues to look good because it looks good right now. My biggest problem area, if you're new to my channel, is my chin. I will keep an eye on that. My chin, because I am 40 years old, it often starts to like crack up a little bit, especially in around the sides of my mouth here. My skin is very imperfect, and that's always my problem area. So the time now is 7:59. We're going to call 8 o'clock the check-in time just so that it is an easy round number. So we'll check in at 12 and then again at 4. And yeah, immediately after putting it on, I'm liking it. I am going to powder it. I powder pretty much all of my foundations. It is transferring a little bit right now as well. But yeah, all right. I'm going to go ahead, put on the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. All right, y'all, I am back. The time is now 8:15, so I only took a few minutes to do my makeup today. I just realized that I completely forgot to read to you from the Zoeva website the information about this foundation, and I'm like, how did I forget to do that? I always read from the website, so let's do that real quick. This is the Authentic Skin Foundation. It retails for $28. So it says, positively beautiful, authentically you. Enriched with the nourishing power of rosehip oil, the Zoeva Authentic Skin Natural Luminous Foundation glides on to deliver a buildable, silky smooth, and all-day long finish. Available in 44 inclusive shades with a variety of warm, cool, or neutral undertones, the Radiant Foundation has an innovative, lightweight formula designed to maintain the skin's natural protective barrier while evening out complexion and allowing your skin's natural luminosity to shine through. Each shade is named with a positive affirmation meant to inspire and champion your true authentic self. And like I said, this is 30 Ambition. It says pair with the brush, formulated with lightweight ingredients for a silky smooth, comfortable feel with an all day long finish. Olive oil derivative that contributes to the skin's protective abilities while improving suppleness and flexibility. An innovative flexible buffer layer to help shield and perfect the skin. Microsphere powders with soft focus properties to help create a flawless airbrushed effect. Infused with rosehip oil, which is well known to boost the skin's overall wellness for a radiant result. And it says it's made in Italy. So that's what the website says about it. I'm liking it so far, but I'm going to tell you what else is on my face real quick. So I do have my Catrice Liquid Camo High Coverage Concealer. This is in the shade 10, Porcelain. I'm not sure that they sell that shade anymore. I'm not sure. My two Physicians Formula powders. This one is the Mineral Correcting Powder. This is the Mineral Face Powder. On my face, I have the Balm Take Home Bronze in Oliver as my bronzer on my cheeks, a little bit on my forehead, a little bit on my chin line. I have the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Party. On my highlighter, I have the, what is this? This is the Glow powder from Glam Glow. I dip into all three. I start with the darkest shade and then I dip into all three. I find that it gives me a really, really nice glow when I use all three. I know some people will only use one. I figure I bought the product, why not use all of it? In my brows, I have the e.l.f. Brow Pencil in, I believe it's Taupe. My lashes have the Benefit Roller Lash on them. I did get a little bit on my lid. I'm going to get rid of that later if I remember. The Painterly Paint Pot as my eye primer. I'm using the EBates Soft Glam Palette. I have, it's pretty powdery, Tempera all over the lid, Rustic in the crease, burnt orange all over the lid, covered by fairy. I have glistening in the inner corner, rustic in the outer corner, as well as along the lower lash line with a little, cypress umber in the outer corner, as well as on the lower lash line, and a little bit of rustic on the lower lash line as well. And that is my dog barking at me. She's not happy. I have her stuck in the room here with me, and she wants to leave, and I'm not letting her. I did spray my face down with MAC Fix Plus in the lavender scent. And then on my lips, I have this Charlotte Tilbury Very Victoria. What is this? I don't know what these ones were called. This is her lipstick in Very Victoria. All right, so that's everything. I'm going to zoom you in and we can talk about the foundation. All right, so we're going to probably be dealing with the dogs barking. I live on a cul-de-sac. Somebody just drove into the cul-de-sac and they're a little upset. So I apologize. I'm going to have to work through it though, because I need to get on a conference call in 10 minutes. So, looking at my skin, I think it's looking really, really good. I think it looks fantastic on my forehead. I think it looks beautiful on my cheeks, on my nose. My chin even doesn't look terrible. So I will be focusing on showing you my chin when we get to the midday check-in, like I said, around 12 o'clock, and seeing how it's going. But right now, I think it looks really natural, and I really am liking it right now. I've only had it on for 15 minutes, though. So take it for what it is. We will check in a few hours, and then again in a few hours after that, and I will let you know as the day wears on how it's handling the daytime. It is, not terribly cold today, but it's also not hot. I'm going to be working today, so I'm going to be sitting in this room most of the day. In fact, the entire day that you're seeing, I'm going to be sitting in this room other than like other parts of the house for like, eating lunch and so on and so forth. So that's where we are, only a little bit in, but I'm liking it so far. So we'll see how it goes. All right, I will see you all at 12 o'clock. All right, you guys, it is the middle of the day. It is 12:41. I am a little bit late because I've been on the phone for the last 4 hours. Yeah, pretty much 8:30 till about 2 minutes ago I've been on the phone. It's not been a pleasant day at work. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and step into the little bit more direct sunlight that is out here, and I'm gonna show you what my skin looks like, and then step back into the shaded area a little bit and look at it myself and let you know what I think. All right, now I'm gonna try not to trip as I step back up the one step that goes to my porch. Okay, all right, let's look in the mirror here. So, I think it still looks really good on my forehead. It is a little bit like in my line on my forehead, just a little bit, not terrible. I think on my cheeks it's looking pretty good. On my chin, I'm not super happy with it though. If you guys can see in here where it's starting to kind of break up just a little bit. It's not terrible. I've had worse foundations. Overall, right now, halfway through the day, I think it looks really pretty. I do. So, I'm gonna go ahead, go about the rest of my day, and I will check in a few hours. All right, everybody. I actually don't have my phone with me. How am I alive without my phone? I'm just going to show you my watch. How about that? I'm late. It is 5 o'clock. Just about. 5:01 actually. I thought it was 4:59, but it's 5:01. So I've had this on for 9 hours. And overall, I think it is actually looking fairly good. My nose is shiny. My cheeks are a little bit shiny. My chin looks identical to what it looked like midday. Not terrible, but basically the same it looked at midday. The only thing that's really bothering me is how shiny my nose is. Like, I feel like the rest of my face is just fine. I don't feel itchy. I've actually had to touch my face a couple of times today. I don't feel like it transferred. Now, is this transfer proof? Well, it's not transferring, but then again, I'm not like wiping on my face either. Yeah, I mean, after 9 hours, am I ready to get this makeup off? Yeah, but that's just me. I don't wear makeup every single day, and, you know, having foundation on for 9 hours is a lot for me and my skin. But I don't feel like it's bad. Like I'm having a little bit of an itch on my cheek, but that's just because I was saying that I wasn't itchy. Did anybody else have that happen to them when they're just like, oh, it feels fine, not itchy at all, and then all of a sudden you're like, I need to rip my skin off? Yeah, that's me. But anyway, I think it looks really good for having it on for 9 hours. I probably won't be taking this off for at least another hour. I'm about to get on another conference call. Yeah, it's been one of those days at work. It's been one of those days at work. When you work from home, you're on the phone a lot, you know? Don't get me wrong, I am not complaining. It's just been a long day. Anyhow, I am probably just going to leave this on. Right now, it's not feeling bad. I will probably take it off in about an hour or so once I get off my last phone call. Overall, I think it feels pretty good. I think it looks just fine. And for being like a higher end foundation, right? Isn't Zoeva like a mid-range brand, right? It's definitely not drugstore. For $29, and this has 1.01 fluid ounces in it. I think the shade is nice. I think it looks nice after 9 hours. Yeah, overall, I'm liking it. I would say that it's something that I would definitely wear again. So that is my first impression, full day wear test of the Zoeva Authentic Skin Natural Luminous Foundation. And it says it on the back. That's what I'm looking at the back of the bottle because I'm reading it so that I don't get it wrong. Anyway, I think it looks pretty good. Is this going to be something that I would wear like every day? Probably not. Not because it's not good. It's just because I don't wear makeup every day. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and don't forget to hit the little bell to notify you when I upload new videos. And if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below. And if you're here this long, quick update. I got a response back from Allure customer service, and they said, we're sorry that you didn't get your box. We're going to send you a replacement. So fingers crossed. I have not got a shipping confirmation, but fingers crossed they're actually going to be doing that. We'll see. I don't have a lot of faith in them right now. So I'm going to be upset. Anyhow, one last thing before you go. I do have my own online clothing boutique. If you haven't checked it out yet, I would appreciate it. It is anemones.com. Link is in the description bar down below if you haven't checked it out and you would like to. It's there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail. Bye.